Today, I would like to talk about people of faith. First, I show the Bible verse that says what I want to say. Hebrews 12:1-2. We also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses. Let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. Let us do our best to live like this with all our heart. 1. Abel, a man of faith, was the first martyr killed by Cain. Genesis 4:8. Enoch walked with God and was raptured alive to heaven. Hebrews 11:4-5. By faith Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous. By it he doing that yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because God had translated him. For before his translation he had this testimony, that he pleased God. 2. Noah obeyed and built an ark to survive the flood. Abraham obeyed and went forward when God called. Hebrews 11:7-8. By faith Noah, being warned of God of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. By faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out not knowing whither he went. 3. Abel, Enoch, Noah, Abraham, etc. are characters that appear in the book of Genesis in the Old Testament. There are some Christian people, let's call them N, who do not believe in Genesis. They say it is the myth of the Israelite people. Or there are people who say that it is a copy of the story written on a clay tablet from the Middle and Near East. Some non-Christians even thought that Jesus was not a real person, and one pastor's son even said that God is dead. If you say Saint Shakyamuni is not a real person, I think it would probably be difficult for him to become a Buddhist. Likewise, people like N cannot be Christians, but they are people who slander true Christianity. The New Testament book of Hebrews says, Hebrews 11:6, but without faith it is impossible to please him, God. For he that comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. 4. When God calls us, he does not call us because our faith is perfect. Even though we are ugly, lacking, and full of flaws, God calls us. God meets us just as we are in all our shortcomings. Noah and Abraham, mentioned earlier, also have shortcomings written down in the Bible. In fact, humans are a bundle of contradictions or sin fault. Next, let's look at some people of faith. Rahab was a harlot. Gideon hesitated several times when God called him. When God called Barak had to follow the prophetess Deborah with fear. Jephthah, the son of a prostitute, ignorantly said he would sacrifice his daughter as a burnt offering. Samson was seduced by the beauty of an idolatrous woman, became a prisoner, had his eyes gouged out, and on the last day of his life, Samson prayed for strength and was crushed to death along with many of his enemies as he tore down the pillars of their buildings. David took the wife of his loyal subordinate Uriah as his concubine and had the subordinate die on the front lines. We humans are all truly weak, evil, and lacking. Hebrews 11:31-32. By faith the harlot Rahab perished not with them, that believed not, of Gideon, and of Barak, and of Samson, and of Jephthah, of David also. God calls us all, including us, who are all truly weak, evil, and lacking, among the cloud of witnesses of faith, Enoch, Daniel, Stephen, etc. Hebrews 12:1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. Even lacking humans are saved by God's grace. If any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. On the other side, if any man's work abide, which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward. 1 Corinthians 3:14-15. If any man's work abide, which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward. If any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. 헤브리人への手紙 Thank you.